What makes St. John's so difficult to play against, specifically their pressure defense?
I think their strength in numbers. They can shovel guys in and out that's equally athletic and gifted with lateral movement and timing and all of those sort of things. And it's something that they obviously want to do for 40 minutes, and it wears on you.
Aaron, this is now back-to-back games where you've had more turnovers than assists, and then tonight, more fouls than assists also. And how does that have to change if you guys plan on winning games in the future?
Well, we obviously got to keep the turnovers down. This team try to force you into playing at a frantic pace on both ends. Going down on the defensive end, they want to pressure you, and after makes and misses, they want to advance that ball, push the ball up the floor. And I didn't think we particularly did a good job at, one, taking care of the ball, two, getting back in transition. We talked about that's what this team wants to do. I felt really good about it. We got a good shot up every time down the floor on the offensive end, and we had our defense set that will be okay. But we got those guys excited about playing. I thought we were doing a really good job early on, and then we lost our focus, and our offense got us in trouble. Guys were just massaging the ball too much, and we didn't get back in transition, and those guys were able to, go into halftime with a 2-point lead when we had a lead early on, and we could have, stretched that lead out. So I found myself saying, the same thing, after each game. I thought we got lucky in the last game against Rutgers because we still had a lot of turnovers, but we wasn't as fortunate tonight.
Aaron, you mentioned, not getting back in transition defense, and Coach Anderson even mentioned he thought that maybe you guys got tired. Did you feel like that was part of the issue with, having to play such an up-tempo game?
No, I just, it's awareness. Really, it's awareness. I mean, we got guys that we can, shovel in and out the game, but we got ourselves in trouble late in the first half. And so they got excited about it. They got more energetic behind it because I thought we did a good job, and we just took them out of everything that they wanted to do on the offensive end. We were back. They were playing against our set defense, but they got some offensive rebounds. They got out in transition, and the turnovers didn't help us.
And you mentioned, 25 run to close the first half, but then an 8-0 run to close the second half there at the end of the game. How do you guys kind of calm that down and, be able to, kind of stop the bleeding?
Yeah, we called the timeout. We scored, and when we scored, we took the lead. And then those guys came right back down, and they got a layup. And so, in this game, you got to be able to get those critical stops at those critical times, and we didn't do it. We put ourselves at a deficit. I thought we seized the momentum when we hit that three, and we went up. It's a 2-point game, I think, and then we go down and we foul. They get a layup. Just little things, and you always look at the end of a game, and you talk about the plays that happen down the stretch. Well, I was always taught that you look at all of the things that led up to that, and you put yourself in that situation, and that was the result of it.
Aaron, those layups by Carbello, they were tough, acrobatic. You got to tip your cap a little bit on those, or did Hyzier or the big not, do they got to stay in front, get over it quicker, or anything?
It was just, made a basketball play. He made a basketball play. Again, I look at the things, all of the things, the 21 turnovers, they had 11 offensive rebounds in the first half. We kept them to 2 in the second half. But I look at those things that lead up to putting yourself in that situation late in games.
Coach, just looking at the season so far, it's early obviously, but looking at the season so far, you got a couple big wins, been a little inconsistent. Where do you see the team is right now? What do you like about the team? What do you think you have to improve on?
Well, we compete. We just have to get more consistent. on both ends of the floor. I think offensively, we certainly have to get better with just movement and sharing the ball. I think we show flashes where we could be pretty good, and then we have those moments where the ball starts to stick and we're not moving it and we're standing, and it just, we just not having enough activity on the offensive end. So, it's still early, and we've played some quality teams. Some teams that's pretty good, that feel good about themselves as we feel good about ourselves. So, we're going to continue to work. We got to get better on that defensive end as well. Work on a few things there. So, it's a good early test for our guys to play the caliber of teams that we're playing.
Final question.
Aaron, the duo of Jamil and KB seem to be giving you, pretty good minutes on offense. How do you expand on that and try to get everybody else to, be able to get theirs off too while those two are having good nights?
Yeah, I gotta do a better job of helping some of these other guys out. But everybody have their roles, and I want those guys to start in their roles. And we just gotta be more efficient. I can sit here and go down each player and say, hey, this didn't happen or that happened, but we got to do a better job of taking care of the ball and not put ourselves in this situation where you have 21 turnovers, 52 points in the paint, and you give up 13 offensive rebounds. You can't do that.
Thanks, Coach.